Growing up in the spotlight of reality, television comes with its own set of challenges. And for some children of Real Housewives cast members, fame has led down troubled paths. Here's a look at Housewives kids who made the headlines for all the wrong reasons. Josh Waring. Josh Waring's criminal record is longer than most CVS receipts. His mom, Lauri Peterson, lasted 2 seasons on RHOC before bailing to deal with Josh's drug problems. Spoiler, it didn't help. The arrests piled up: battery, felony drug charges, forgery. Then in 2016 came the big one: attempted murder. We're talking police chase, standoff, the whole 9 yards according to the Los Angeles Times. He faced 12 charges and pleaded not guilty to everything. The next 2 years were absolute chaos. Guards found wine in his prison cell. The guy he allegedly shot sued him. He screamed profanities in court, fired his lawyer, and claimed the entire Costa Mesa Police Department was conspiring against him. Eventually, he took a guilty plea in 2021 to avoid more time. But freedom didn't last. CBS News reported 2 arrests in 2 years for fentanyl-related charges. When he skipped his court date, they declared him a fugitive and threw him back in. Josh admitted to Page 6 in 2018. There's no mystery to the fact that I've had problems with drugs. The police do know who I am in Costa Mesa. Lauri told them she wouldn't help him legally when he was using, but she'd pay for rehab and raise his daughter, Kennedy, who she adopted. In March 2025, Josh died at 35. His autopsy showed fentanyl, methamphetamine, and olanzapine, an antipsychotic. The death was ruled accidental. Lauri posted on Instagram that Josh left this earth Easter Sunday, and that no one can ever prepare you for this feeling of such deep loss. She wrote that Josh fought every single day for most of his adult life, but the challenge was too great. She ended with, "Heaven has gained the coolest angel, and you have gained your freedom at last, sweet boy." Lindsay Nicobacker. Tammy Nicobacker only did 2 seasons on RHOC, but her daughter Lindsay is still making headlines for all the wrong reasons. February 2022, Arkansas. Cops pulled her over in a Motel 6 parking lot because her license plate light was broken. That's it. But when they searched her car, according to WREG Memphis, they found 0.4 grams of meth, over $2,000 in counterfeit cash, 2 forged checks, and a device to print more fake checks. The Sun reported she stayed in jail over a week because her family couldn't scrape together the $25,000 bail. In another series of events, Lindsay Nicobacker was arrested on December 14th after witnesses reported she'd crashed into 2 parked cars on Balboa Island in Orange County. According to witnesses, Lindsay then took off and headed straight to a friend's house nearby. When police tracked her down at the residence, cops say Lindsay hauled off and punched one of the arresting officers right in the stomach. She was immediately placed under arrest. But here's the jaw-dropping part. Court documents reveal that Lindsay allegedly had a blood alcohol content of 0.32% when she was busted. That's 4 times California's legal limit. Ryan Vieth, Tamra Judge's son. Ryan has been a walking red flag since day 1 on RHOC. In 2015, cops arrested him for domestic violence after a fight with his fiancée Sarah Rodriguez, who's also the mother of his daughter, Ava. Tamra downplayed it on Instagram like it was no big deal. But spoiler alert, they broke up. Ryan then decided to trash Sarah all over social media because that's what mature adults do. But wait, it gets worse. 3 years later, this genius posted a homophobic, transphobic, and racist rant on Instagram stories that Reality T managed to screenshot. He literally wrote, "Who else is sick of hearing about gay trans people, or how racist white people are toward black people or Asians now?" Instagram stories disappear in 24 hours. This one couldn't vanish fast enough. Alexa and Raquel Curtin. Lynne Curtin joined RHOC mid-season 4 and lasted through season 5 while dealing with money problems. And her 2 teenage daughters, Raquel and Alexa. Both girls showed early signs of trouble that everyone wrote off as typical teen rebellion. Spoiler, it wasn't. Alexa had it worse. Her legal troubles exploded during seasons 4 and 5. June 2016 traffic stop revealed drug possession. According to Bravo, she got hit with 2 misdemeanor drug charges, then made it worse by skipping her court arraignment. Charges kept piling up: vandalism, petty theft, DUI for prescription drugs. August 2019, she was arrested again, just 9 days after getting out of jail. She pleaded not guilty, but the charges kept coming. 2021 brought another drug possession arrest with additional charges. By May 2022, she was sentenced to 68 days behind bars according to Us Weekly and The Blast. But here's the other side of Alexa's story. In August 2017, she won a $2.25 million civil lawsuit against Orange County and Deputy Sheriff Nicholas Lee Carapino. Alexa claimed Carapino sexually assaulted her after responding to a 2014 domestic incident with her ex-husband. Carapino was cleared criminally after a lengthy investigation, but Alexa maintained her allegations. Her attorney, Daniel Balaban, told People, "This was a major victory, not just for Alexa, but for all sexual assault victims." Meanwhile, sister Raquel took a wildly different path. During the show in 2008 to 2009, the National Enquirer reported she had serious underage drinking issues. A source claimed she'd drink almost anything you put in front of her, but she prefers Grey Goose, vodka and champagne. Living her best life at 17, apparently. After that phase, Raquel basically vanished from public view. Today, she's reinvented herself as Sutton and focuses on Instagram and OnlyFans with provocative modelling content. She keeps it separate from family life, though. When she modelled for Mom in 2020, Lynn conveniently didn't link to Raquel's spicier social media. Bryson Bryant, NeNe Leakes dealt with son Bryson's legal problems from the early seasons of RHOA. 2 arrests in 2010 for gun and drug charges. NeNe released a measured statement to People about disappointment and handling it privately. Privately didn't work. 2011, caught shoplifting at Walmart. NeNe refused to bail him out and kicked him out of the house, according to Distractify. By late 2014, Radar reported he got 3 months in jail plus mandatory intensive rehab. 2015, arrested again for giving cops a fake name, per the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. October 2017, Radar published leaked photos allegedly showing Bryson snorting cocaine at a party. Rock bottom. The good news? Bryson turned it around. He's now a father of 3, and his Instagram shows he's working on music production, management and acting. He's focused on family now. Ashley Holmes grew up on Real Housewives of New Jersey as Jacqueline Laurita's rebellious daughter. Classic teenager stuff, fighting with mum, getting arrested for assaulting mum's co-workers. Normal Tuesday, 2010 was iconic. Ashley attended a party at the North Jersey Country Club and ripped Danielle Staub's hair extensions clean out of her head during an argument. The whole RHONJ cast got banned from the club. Worth noting, Danielle did basically the same thing to Margaret Josephs a decade later, so karma's real. Hair-pulling counts as assault, and Ashley got convicted with a $189 fine, according to the New York Daily News. Fast forward to adulthood. Ashley moved out, became a makeup artist, got married, seemed like she had it together. Then in 2020, she announced her separation from husband Pete Maleo and immediately started going off online. Page 6 caught her telling fans Pete was busy F-ing some busted-looking W. Pete denied it. When a fan expressed sympathy, Ashley replied, "I'm fine, LOL." Nothing says, "I'm fine," like publicly trashing your ex in Instagram comments. Peter Rossello, son of RHOM's Alexia Echevarria, has had a rough go. In 2012, he was arrested for allegedly assaulting a homeless man and posting video of it online.
So, look, I was going to give you $5.
Because filming your crimes is always smart. Less than a year later, cops found marijuana and drug paraphernalia in his car, but only because he was riding in a vehicle that hit an unmarked police car and tried to flee, according to Gossip Extra. Brilliant strategy. In early 2022, People reported another arrest for battery after allegedly getting physical with his girlfriend. The charges were dropped, but it's part of a pattern. Alexia told Showbiz Cheat Sheet that Peter's struggles stem from trauma. His younger brother Frankie was in a devastating car crash that left him with severe brain damage. Peter reportedly said he didn't want to live without his brother. Frankie survived, but with debilitating injuries. The whole family is still healing. Victoria de Lesseps. Luann de Lesseps' daughter, Victoria is an artist and designer in New York City. Her nude artwork once scandalised Aviva Drescher at a party on RHONY in 2014. But art wasn't Victoria's only controversy. April 2017, the Hamptons. Cops pulled Victoria over for driving without headlights. She blew a .15 on the breathalyzer, nearly double the legal limit of .08. She spent the night in jail. Plot twist. That December, Luann got arrested in Palm Beach too. E! News reported charges for battery on an officer, disorderly intoxication, resisting arrest with violence, and crimes against a person. Mother-daughter bonding at its finest. The good news? both have cleaned up their acts. Luann launched an alcohol-free rosé brand and has been open about her sobriety journey, telling people in 2019, "I take my sobriety very seriously, and like many in my situation, it is a daily struggle." In a 2021 episode, Luann told Victoria she was proud of her for getting sober young. Cairo Whitfield, Lauri Whitfield from RHOA, had to have the conversation no parent wants to have when her son Cairo called her from jail after getting arrested for a DUI.
Upset and hurt when Cairo called me from jail last night about a DUI.
Cairo admitted he'd smoked pot earlier that day, but claimed he was actually pulled over for an expired tag. Lauri wasn't interested in the technicalities. "You are not on the same playing field as a lot of other people," she told him. "Do you understand that?" When Cairo said he understood, Lauri wasn't convinced, so she brought in reinforcements, her ex-husband Bob. The talk started off rocky when Bob admitted he had a license to smoke marijuana himself. Not exactly the opener you want when lecturing your kid about drug-related arrests. But Bob eventually got through to Cairo, who promised both parents he'd make better decisions going forward. Sometimes it takes hitting rock bottom to wake up. The bottom line, growing up on reality TV is hard. Growing up on reality TV with addiction issues, trauma, and cameras documenting your worst moments. That's a recipe for disaster. Some of these kids found their way back, others didn't.